How do life coaches get clients? Here's how most coaches and therapists try to get clients. They post their wisdom for free all over social media. They charge as little as possible for their services because they're scared that if they charge more, they'll get no clients at all. They create a website telling anyone who comes that they can solve just about any problem known to humankind. Sometimes they even spend money advertising all of those things. And the result is 9 times out of 10, they end up stuck in their dead end, dead boring day job because they just can't attract enough clients to cover their business expenses, let alone make a decent living from their coaching or therapy practice. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why all of those things are a waste of their time and money, and let you in on some secrets top coaches and therapists know to really get all the clients you need. So stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon too, so you get notified when I publish more useful videos like this one. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And by the way, if you want to skip ahead to see the simple 3-step system I'm using to get coaching clients to my business, you can just copy the whole method. Just click the link in the description anytime to check out my free training where I spill all the beans. Now, I'm imagining that what drove you to click on this particular video is that you're either not succeeding in getting clients for your coaching or therapy practice, or if you are, you're trapped in a kind of feast or famine cycle. I was in that place for ages. I remember at one time I had, I think it was 5 clients on my books. They were all great. They all showed up reliably and they all paid on time. But of course, one by one, their time with me came to an end, and then one day, suddenly, I realized that all my income had dried up. I had to start from scratch, looking for new clients. And the more time passed, the more urgent my need for money became, which I'm sure my new prospects would have sensed, making even more of them not want to do business with me. Being desperate is not a good place to be when you're trying to sound calm and look professional. Let me tell you the 3 top reasons why therapists and coaches get into this mess, and then I'll explain exactly how to get out of the trap. And don't forget, if you want to see the exact, very simple process I use nowadays to attract top quality clients, there's a link in the description below, so you can just skip directly to that training, which is completely free at any time. Okay, reason number 1 is undercharging. Yep, the good old fear of asking for more. Look, this isn't your fault. We're not trained salespeople, and most of us hate selling and love helping. The problem is we also have bills to pay and mouths to feed. I do some in-depth training on the mindset around the fear of selling with my clients, but in a nutshell, the problem comes about because we try to sell the coaching or therapy itself, and nobody really wants to buy that. Let me give you an example. In the 1950s, my parents bought their first house, and every winter they'd spend goodness knows how much on coal. Then central heating became available. My parents never bought coal again. It wasn't the coal they wanted, it was the warmth. Now, what I see therapists and coaches do all the time is try to sell the coal. People don't want coaching or therapy, they want to be out of pain, they want a result. Reason number 2, paradoxically, is trying to have too many clients. Look, when you undercharge, the only way to make up the money deficit is to have more clients. The trap that many coaches and therapists fall into is casting their net wider and wider. So they offer, for example, weight management and anxiety management, and they offer phobia cures and how to stop nail biting, and on and on and on, believing that if they can solve a lot of problems, they'll attract a lot of clients. But that's not how the clients think. It's not what they're looking for. Again, let me give you an analogy. Suppose someone's been asked to make a lot of apple pies. They need to find a supplier of apples. Now, let's say they come across a website that sells fruit, all kinds of fruit, pineapples, bananas, berries, oranges, and yes, apples too. So they bookmark that one, and then they spot a website that promises apples of all kinds. They specialize in apples, red ones, green ones, sweet ones, and sour ones, apples to eat, apples to make cider with, and apples to cook with. What's more, they'll even send you a free apple pie recipe if you order cooking apples. Which website do you suppose they'd pick? It's a no-brainer, isn't it? The one that specializes in precisely what the customer wants is far more likely to get the business. Diversifying, of course, is both possible and even desirable, but it's not a place to start. You have to get known for one thing first. And finally, the third reason coaches and therapists get into a terrible mess when trying to get clients is taking on clients one at a time. Don't get me wrong, I love working one-to-one with people, but it's not viable in the end. You will always hit a glass ceiling because you'll run out of time. And of course you'll hit a money ceiling too, because no matter how much you charge, there's a limit to how high you can reasonably raise your prices for one person at a time. Let's review. We set out to answer the question about how life coaches, and that includes hypnotherapists and similar professionals, get clients. The top paid coaches know that to get clients, they have to get known for solving a particular problem. It may be a relationship problem, could be a business problem, possibly even a health-related or fitness problem. Then it's just a matter of getting the word out, which most people I see massively overthink and overcomplicate. Now, I promised I'd explain how to get out of the trap. The real key to getting clients is to put yourself in your client's shoes first. That isn't so hard because we all look for solutions to problems of all kinds ourselves at times. Just a moment reflecting on how you go about looking for a solution to a problem will make you see that you don't look for the coal. You search for the best ways to create a warm home. You don't look for a fruit seller when you want to make apple pies. You look for an apple supplier. I hope this has made some cogs and gears start whirring in your brain. As I mentioned, if you'd like to see behind the curtain, I reveal the entire simplified 3-step system for getting clients in a free training that's online right now, at the time of recording, obviously. Just click the link in the video description below and register for the free training there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.